not sure how to start this video, but started writing this at like 1 a.m. Now it's like 2 p.m. I have been writing and rewriting for a while now, and I'll be honest, some of what I've written is really depressing. If you know me, you know I don't like making depressing videos. I would rather make this a more video you could learn from instead of seeing someone wallow in their misery. I'm not sure if this video will even reach the people I want it to reach, people who may have seen these phases of mine. Even if it doesn't, I think I want to make this for myself at least. Some time ago, one of my friends told me they met someone who used to know me, and they said to him that how's Apar? Does he still exist? Because he feels more like a concept and less of an actual person, and that has really stuck with me for a while now, which is which has kind of led me to making this video, hopefully characterizing myself a bit more. 14th February right now, so it's Valentine's Day, I guess. If you celebrate it, congratulations. I don't, but I'll be frank, it's pretty hard for me to find joy in other people's joy, unfortunately. And this is something that took me a very long time to realize and understand about myself, but it's something I hope to change. I hope to be able to laugh when others are happy and be able to find joy in others' happiness. For quite a few years, I was living in, I guess you could say, darkness, both figuratively and literally, because I refused to turn on my lights. Turns out I just had really bad OCD and it hadn't been diagnosed yet. Now that I know, in retrospect, a lot of things make a lot more sense. But at the time, I wasn't so sure about what was going on, why I felt the way I felt. Plus, I was like 14, anyways. It's not like I'm that old now, I'm only like 20. I'm not going to talk about exactly what I was going through, exactly how I felt, because I don't want to make excuses for myself, because this is partly a video about me just discussing the mistakes that I feel I have made and things that I regret to this day. And I don't want it to feel like I'm not being genuine. What I felt like was going on around me is that everyone was having a lot of fun, and I felt like I was not involved. I felt like I had been really distanced, and that I feel like is when I committed my first sin, I guess you could say, of envy. I really felt envious of everyone, and this envy only grew year by year. And at one point, it reached such a fever pitch that I felt like no matter what happens, I need a piece of this pie, which is now something that I realize in retrospect that is not the way you should think. You should always be happy with what you have. You should always play the cards you have in life. At the time, I really did feel envious, and I really felt like the grass was greener on the other side. I wanted to experience that fun too. I wanted to feel those little joys every day of being with friends, having people to talk to, laughing, all those really cliche things you only see in slice of like anime. And once this envy really hit that fever pitch, and I really decided that I wanted a part of this, I wanted to be a part of everyone's life. I really became, I guess you could say, I became wrathful. I guess that would be my second sin, of wrath. And in my pursuit of joy, I started hurting others. More specifically, I started deconstructing the relationships and friendships I did already have, because I had stopped appreciating them. I stopped feeling content. I had stopped feeling confident in myself. I had stopped feeling confidence in people I was with and people I was around, and that is now a big regret of mine. And I don't know if she even remembers anymore, but not a day goes by when I don't feel regret. Only in retrospect did I realize the gravity of the things I did and the things I felt and the things I said to other people. It's now 2 p.m. and I feel the script has changed a lot. What I want to make this video about has changed a lot, and I don't just want it to be some 20-year-old in his quarter life crisis or whatever. I want this to be something that I can look back on and maybe someone else can look back on and use as a way to find maybe help for themselves. I don't know. I just want someone to watch this. It's been years now since everything happened. It's been years. I have changed a lot and I feel like I am happier than ever now, even if some of the people who I talk to disagree for some reason. I'm not sure why. Believe it or not, I'm having an extremely good time at university. It's been very fun, and all the awful things that may have happened to me and all the awful things that I may have done as well are now nothing but a memory, and I really have moved on from almost all of them. But unfortunately, some of the mistakes I have made all these years later, they still haunt me. So I will leave you with this. If there's anything you want to take from this video, I'd say that it's that it is important to recognize your own misjudgments, your own mistakes, but it is just as important to not live in regret, because regret will do nothing but haunt you. It will only slow down your future prospects, who you want to become, who you have become. You will all get stagnated. When I went to America, my professor there, he had studied positive psychology, and he told me about this study that a lot of people who go through trauma, they when they come out of that trauma, they are in a worse state than they used to be. But there are some, just a few, that after experiencing trauma, they only come back stronger. So all I'll say is, if you're experiencing something that has really warped your perspective of things, that there's a chance and you should try to come back stronger. Don't just wallow in your misery. Know that there are others. There's me. I came back stronger after everything. You can too. Okay? So that's it. Peace. Peace.